everyone, it's Cindy. Welcome back to Studioloo. I am back in the studio for a minute anyhow. I'm back from vacation. It is the night before the Kawartha Fiber Festival tomorrow, and I thought I would just do a little bit of a wrap-up chat and show you like my little vacation haul and talk a little bit more about some stuff that maybe I haven't covered either on YouTube and all my little videos or on Instagram. So I ended up finding in Muskoka, hopefully I have the business card in the bag over here, a couple places. So I found an art store that I really forget the name of right now, and I'm super sad. Hopefully I have their business card in my bag. I think I do. But I was really happy because I found Fine Tech watercolors, and I already have their, if you've seen my metallic watercolors, they're Fine Tech, and I really liked them, so I thought I would try these ones. These ones are also really great. I also bought some Princeton art and what is it called? Princeton Art and Brush Co. brushes. These are really lovely green wood brushes. Inexpensive. This brush came with these, and it's okay. It's not a professional brush, but it's a nice, like, you know, it's in there. And I got a couple of resist crayons for using with watercolor that will, you know, you can draw on the paper with them and it will resist the watercolor from the wax. So I got those. Super happy with those. I used them quite a bit yesterday when I was working on fairy ephemera. So that is one thing. The only thing I will complain about is the case is a little strange to open and close. Hear that like cronk sound? Like it's really loud to open and close, but you know, small things in life, right? Then I also, okay, let me see if I can do this in any organized way. Probably not. So another thing I got at that art store is this little B Paper Company Super Deluxe Mixed Media 6x6 93 pound paper, and it's just a really nice paper. And so I've been doing a little bit of making ephemera on this. I had it on my vacation. It was quite lovely. Then oh, here we go. Is that the card? It is. Wait, it's just stuck over here. Hold on. So the store that I got those at is in Huntsville, Ontario, at Red Pine Art Supply. So it's a really lovely store, and the people were very nice to me. And yeah, it's, if you go to Huntsville, there's a lot of beautiful scenery. You know, if you've never been and you're in Ontario and you're thinking of a little place to maybe take a little weekend trip or something, Huntsville is gorgeous. It is lakes and forests forever. But that's a nice little shop to stop in. What else did I get there? Let me see. So I picked up these for my mom because it's her birthday, and I just wanted to get her, my mom doesn't do a lot of any kind of art at all, but I'm always trying to push her because that's what I do. I'm a little pain in the bum. So I got her this little really cute, these are so nice. I bought one before and I actually got another one for myself that is somewhere else, I guess. It's a blue one. These little art creation, I don't know if this is talons. Yeah, royal talons. And they're from Apeldoorn, Newfoundland is the company. They're manufactured like most things in China, but the company that sells them is Royal Talons, and they're in Newfoundland. So they're these really sweet little sketchbooks, and they're good for sketch, pencil, charcoal, chalk, graphite, crayon, ink, and watercolor. So kind of cool. And then I got her this little Winsor & Newton Cotman watercolor set. It's a Sketcher's Pocket set. It's just a nice little thing. I thought, you know, I'm trying to introduce her to something. It has a little brush inside with it, and it's actually a nice brush. Winsor & Newton, I can say, actually are pretty nice, like middle of the road watercolor. Like, I would say they're artist quality. They're not like exquisite beam paints, you know, handmade kind of quality, but like they're quality, right? So they do have a nice set of colors. It's lemon yellow hue, cadmium yellow, cadmium red, alizarin crimson, or alizarin crimson. I've got to channel my inner Bob Ross and pronounce that properly. Thank you, Bob Ross. Ultramarine, cerulean blue, viridian hue, sap green, yellow ochre, burnt sienna, and burnt umber, and Chinese white. So yeah, I'm just going to give her this little thing, just to say thanks for bringing me here, Mom. And what else? Okay, so the next thing I have to show you, I found a paper store also in Muskoka, and I'm hoping that I saved the card for it too. I think I did. I don't know. What I can tell you is the name of the store is Paper Capers. So that's okay. And Capers has a K. So I picked up just a few sheets of paper, which I don't randomly usually buy single sheets of paper, but they were having like a sale, like I think it was like 5 for $4, which is like unheard of for graphic 45 and that kind of quality of paper. So I just loved these squirrels. I thought they're wonderful. I thought I would use them while I was at the cottage making fairy ephemera, but I just didn't get to it. I got into like working on other stuff that I was working on. Also, it's double-sided. There's squirrels on the back. I'm thinking about my girlfriend Jennifer, who hates squirrels, because I don't know what's wrong with her, but she just doesn't like squirrels. She's had some kind of an experience with them, I think. But then I found this lovely one. It's also graphic 45. I should tell you, this is the Woodland Friends collection. This one, in case you need the number, if you're looking for this one is Be Curious 450-2132. This one is Be Wild 450-2127. And it's deer and foxes. I saw a fox last night when we went to this place. It's, what's it called? Something Talons, I forget. It's an observatory for the night sky. It is a place where there's no light pollution, and you can just go stand on these flat rocks by a lake and you can see the sky open up with stars, and it reflects in the lake, and it's unbelievably beautiful. And of course my phone was terrible at trying to take any kind of a picture because I didn't have my actual camera with me, but that's okay. Yeah, so this is all sorts of woodland sweet peas, and on back we have green and also more woodland sweet peas. And I'm thinking about actually maybe just using these as is in the journals because they're just so wonderful. I got another of the same. I just love that one so much. This is another paper that I really love. This is Garden Goddess Collection, Thoughtfully Planted, 450-1745. I have another sheet of this that I want to make a journal. I want to theme it around this, like this whole thing. I just love it so much. But I saw it and grabbed a second one. And then this one, I just really liked it, so I grabbed it. This one's a little different. It is Kissing Booth, Dozen Roses, KIS 3553. And it's also double-sided with this nice yellow on the back. So that's the paper that I picked up from Paper Capers. Also, I got this awesome stamp. It's from Inkadinkadoo, and it's this hinge, like this antique hinge, and the woman who owns the store is just so lovely. I had seen this stamp kind of on this like stamp shelf at the back of the store, or sorry, by the cash register, and I said, oh, are those for sale, or is that your personal collection? Because like they were in a place that you couldn't, access as a customer. And so she sort of hemmed and hawed and said, well, if there's something that you like. And I said, well, don't feel pressured, like I don't want to take your stamps. I was just looking at the hinge. And she's like, I tell you what, if I've never used it, it needs a new home. Well, it's never been used. Yay! So it came home with me. And I also, here we go. I found the card. So Paper Capers is in Aurelia. And I just realized that it says the word unfortunately here. I don't know if she means Facebook unfortunately or downtown Aurelia unfortunately. I have no idea. And I didn't even go here. Boudica Books and Arts, used books, specializing in rare and out-of-print titles, textbook sales. How did I miss this? This wasn't in the same store, I don't think. I would have noticed the books. I don't believe I saw books there. I didn't go into the back because I assumed it was like an office area, but like, that's okay. I do not need books. But anyways, Paper Capers in Aurelia. I'm so interested in this, unfortunately. Anyways, I got some Distress Oxide in Gathered Twigs, because I don't think I have it. And someone was using it the other day, and I like how it turns gray. Like, it's brown, but it turns gray when you put water on it. I'm going to be so grumpy with myself if I already have this. I don't think I do, but we'll see. Because I'm terrible. Like, I don't want to buy doubles of inks. Then I found this little die, which I thought was really cool. It's by Kaiser Craft. DIY Cuts Decorative Dies. So this is the actual size. They're 2 decorative locks. And yeah, I just thought that was really cute. It's an Australian brand, I guess. And see these 2 little dies. Yeah. And there was some kind of, I know there was a few things that were like on sale too. Like, she's having a sale if you're around that area and you're like able to go there soon. She is having a few different sales, like specials on different things, including these. Let's see if I got all of them. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold on. I might have one more. No, okay. I think I have one more somewhere maybe, but I might be going crazy. So what these are, they're called Quick 3D. So it's a way, so see, this is a bunny. Let me take it out because I'm sure you can't see anything past the glare of this packaging. But they're really cute, like really nicely done die cuts. So there's like a focal point. Hold on. See, a focal point is the bunny. And then you can make it like 3D by placing these, you know, either, you know, slightly off like this, and then maybe here again like this, like, so it's kind of like a 3D, you know, image, like it'll stack up a little. Or, you know, I like, that's how you're sort of traditionally supposed to use them, but I can also see you using them, you know, lay them down and kind of like position this any way that you would like, really. Like, they're just very pretty die cuts, and they're like a cardstock weight. So I do like the 3D aspect, the 3D option. You know, you just put them slightly ajar from each other. Whoops. Yep, like so. Yeah, it's kind of cute. So yeah, very cute. Now, I got a few different ones. So let me just double check that I'm still filming. I am. Okay. I'm so paranoid because my battery's a little low. So then I got the deer here. And I think this one might be a good example of the whole 3D stack up. Because see, you've got, well, I mean, again, these could be separately used, right? Or you could use them together to create that simple, like, you know, easy 3D concept. Like so, I guess, you know, I don't know if I'm into the 3D or not. I don't know. I think I like them just as die cuts. And then there's baby deer. See these cuties, little fawns, and a little white bunny. And I think I have one more, but I think it might be tucked in to one of my books or something, because I think I got 5 of them. I may have only gotten 4 of them. I can't remember. I know it was either 4 or 5. It was 4 for like $4 and something, like 25 cents. I can't remember. They're like $1 something each. They're really cute though, and I think they're worth it because it's like some amount of fussy cutting that I don't have to do myself, and like I'm always down for that. So yes, and they're cute bunnies and little woodland friends. So they may get incorporated into fairy journals. I have yet to see. I can't put everything in the fairy journals. I'm going to have way too much, maybe. Okay. Then I found the most lovely little free library in Muskoka. If you follow Little Free Libraries, I have a Little Free Library outside of my house as well, and I love them. They're the greatest thing ever. I always find they make my day wherever I go. I love to find one. I found the ultimate Little Free Library. Like, I can't begin. So it's in Muskoka. It is called Steve, the Little Free Library. You can find them on Instagram under the Little Free Library _Steve. And it's awesome. It's like a whole giant free library. It's not little at all. It's like, imagine a large phone booth, I guess, would be a good way to put it. So at the back, it's like 4 shelves of adult books, then like 2 shelves of young adult books, and then bins at the bottom with other things like, other children's books and magazines. Then on the 2 sides, like this whole side, is like children's literature, and at the bottom, little bins for baby books. Then on this side, more adult books, and then some other kind of types of media that have been donated. And then she had outside like a blue bin with a cover with a big rock on it that was for like returns and donations. And then she had a stick library for dogs. It was a wooden box with all these sticks. And then she had this big stump or rock, I can't recall, that had all these little rocks that were painted on it, and it was take a rock, leave a rock. So like you could leave a painted rock. And it was so magical because they had a tree there that was so pretty. It's kind of woodsy, and it's away from their house, so you have a bit of privacy while you're looking. And she had a little fairy door on her tree, and little like woodland creatures and gnomes all hanging around, and some really beautiful rocks that have been taken out of like the local area, like granite and quartz, like just kind of hanging around. It was majestic, and I could have just stayed there and like found an Afghan and curled up inside and spent the afternoon reading. I was like, oh, this is so good. So I donated a few books. I always carry some books in my car to just redonate. And I found this. It's called Grapefruit, a book of instruction and drawings by Yoko Ono, introduction by John Lennon. I thought that, here it is, Steve, the Little Free Library. So cute, right? I just love that its name is Steve. That's a very kind of funny thing. I like this because it says introduction by John Lennon. Hi, my name is John Lennon. I'd like you to meet Yoko Ono. And I thought that was very cute. So it's, verses and like plays and strange things. Like Yoko Ono is a very creative person, and also just, I think she really has her own aesthetic, and I find her just very interesting. I think she's kind of a puzzle that, like, she's like someone that you want to kind of crack the code a little bit. And I'm interested in reading this, and may end up also probably using some of her bits and bobs in some of my journals as they apply. Then I spent one afternoon in Aurelia. Went to my favorite record store in downtown Aurelia. It's called Alley Cats. Check it out. Tell them I sent you. Say hi to Mike for me. I absolutely love that store. There's also a really wonderful bookstore there called Manticore Books. It's like next door, I think. And then there's also Mariposa Market, which is an incredible bakery, restaurant, home goods store. Aurelia is a wonderful town, city, not sure. Beautiful downtown, really like rich downtown that goes down to the waterfront. Beautiful. You will love going there. I definitely recommend a trip to Aurelia. So I picked up Uppercase. I love Uppercase magazine. I'm always, looking at it. Every time I go through it, I see things like this that I just want to buy. That's the only problem, but it really inspires me. And this particular issue, which is 53, I don't know if it has a date. Let's see. It's probably the latest one. I don't know. I just grabbed it because it was there and I liked the cover. Also, I think they're coming out with an art supplies magazine, which has got me very excited. I don't know when it's from, but it has a focus on gardening, and there's just a ton of beautiful and inspiring illustrations. This is the kind of thing I like to sit down outside, bring my watercolors, flip through this, and then I just create like things that are wonderful that I would not have created beforehand. Look at this work. Isn't that just beautiful? Also, there's a bit of a focus on seed packets and ones that have been created based on the vintage seed packets, some of which are the vintage seed packets too. I think I saw it in here, and it's just really good. It's a very wholesome. Here we go. So this is the cigar boxes where they would put the on the back. They would put these on the back of the cigar boxes, the seed packets. So yay, yeah. So this is a really inspiring magazine. Then, hold on. On my trip today, on the way from Muskoka back down to the Kawartha Lakes, it was a day of driving, I found somewhere on that trip a store that was just called The Thrift Warehouse. I think it is it's got a weird name, like D'Orsay Étal, like, étal, the word, like, where you're trying to make additional references. Yeah, it's weird, like D'Orsay Étal, and it's right outside of, what is the town? I forget the name. It's not Huntsville. We already went there. I totally forget. I'm sorry. Anyways, if you Google The Thrift Warehouse, Kawartha, you'll find it. So I found these books, The Living Forest. All of these books were $3.50. They were having some kind of a sale today. And I wish I'd known that. I would have probably scooped a few more, but I don't need to be a greedy-gertie, right? So, yeah, they're normally $2 for hardcover, $1 for softcover, and if they are otherwise priced, then they are otherwise priced. But this is The Living Forest. Peter Schleiferbaum and Brent Wharton, artwork by David Alexander Risk, and Halliburton Forest and Wildlife Reserve. So this is, what year? 2000. It's beautiful. Look at these beautiful paintings, all sorts of art in this book. Just nature, illustration, and sketching, and mushrooms. Just lots of beautifulness. So I've never seen this book before. I've been finding a lot of beautiful Canadian books this week, which is nice. And then I also got another book that I won't show you, but it's really nice. It's about, I started reading it today and I forget, it's called like Her Voice is a Temple or something. It's a bunch of short stories by female authors about grandmothers, and it's just a wonderful book. So this one I found, Full Color Better Gardening Encyclopedia, John Bradshaw. So it's a big, thick book, and it's not like in terrible but also not in wonderful condition. The year, I don't know. 1965. Okay, so it is some illustration, like vintage illustration, but also like that weird vintage photography. Like the colors are kind of off, like it's like, who filtered this? But also they're really bright and beautiful and great for what, I want to use them for, right? Like they're Technicolor, I guess, is how I would explain it. Like, how Technicolor is that? I love the pink and teal. It's just beautiful. But yeah, lots of gardening kind of stuff. And a lot of the pages are loose, and it's this shiny kind of paper, but it's all yellowed and nice and old. And then I found this one. This is Trees in Canada, Canadian Forest Service by John Laird Farrar. It's got a neat kind of cover. It's sort of bent. This is like, the chapters, I guess. And this book is interesting because I think it's like a text for, the Forest Service that they use to kind of train people on the trees in Canada. It is from Her Majesty the Queen in Right of Canada, 1995. Okay, so it's cool because it's got illustrations, but it's got photography. And I actually think this book itself could help me a lot because I'm pretty good at identifying our trees, but I'm not wonderful. Like, I don't, oh, look, a leaf. Yay, how nice. A maple leaf. I'm not perfect at it. There's always room to grow. This is a good thing to like keep in the car. Although I've also noticed if you have a phone that has like an Android system or Google, like, look at this. Hey, you, I love you. Aw, what a nice book. Anyways, Google Lens is really good. If you take a picture, it will identify, other sources on the internet that have that same, general image. Okay. How many more do I have? One or two? One, two. Okay, so this is called Dream by Susan V. Bosack. And admittedly, I just kind of grabbed it because I'm going to be working on a journal where I think some of this could come in handy. It's like kind of weird, some of it, but some of it is quite lovely. There's even a fairy. See, fairies are following me right now. It's a lot of different illustration styles, and some of them I think are my thing and others aren't, but some of this will be useful to me. This is why I picked it up. I just loved her. Yeah, and that's a cool image too. Yeah, so it's all different illustrators and stuff. Then I have one more. Yeah, one more. And then we'll get rid of this bag. Okay. And this one is Naturally Ontario, Exploring the Wealth of Ontario's Wild Places. And I just want to read this one. It's not for cutting up or anything. It's just a lovely, lovely book. And this is about my hometown. And that's nice. So yeah, it's, you know, lots of Canadian content today. So that's what I have. I think that's everything. Yeah, I'm looking around. I don't see anything else. But yeah, that's my little kind of shopping haul from being away. I had a wonderful time. A really restful, great time. And I'm so ready to go tomorrow. I posted a picture on Instagram. I've got the bones of my setup done, I think, for tomorrow. And then tomorrow I'm just going to come in, bring all my stock, put all this yarn and journals everywhere, and you know, have a good day. I'm hoping that I see lots of people. I know there are a lot of people coming. I will have some friends coming. It'll be very nice to see them. So come on out and see me. I would love to meet you if we haven't met before. Just, you know, say hello. I'd be happy to say hello back. And if I'm busy, just, you know, come back, hang out if you have time. Don't be shy. So anyways, thank you for hanging out with me on this little blurb about my vacation. And hopefully you saw my sweet pea little chipmunk video today, because he was a doll face. Oh my goodness, I wanted to take him home, but I'm not allowed. So take care of you, and we'll talk again very soon. Bye for now.